Time in, fellow bats, and welcome to another deck profile for you guys. Today we have Mega Venusaur EX. Yes, that's right, Mega Venusaur EX. We're going to be looking at a double Venusaur deck. Do I think this deck will be highly competitive? Probably not, but I wanted to showcase it anyway, just to see if it will work. I haven't tested it too much yet, so bear with it. There might be a few flaws, but if you guys have any suggestions, sometimes just leave them in the comments and let me know what you guys would have done if you were the one creating this deck. But anyway, Mega Venusaur is not something that is new or out of place. It is a very old card. Technically, it's from the X and Y base set, but because of evolutions, we can still use them in standard. So this guy here has 230 HP as a grass-type Pokemon, and has this Crisis Vine attack. It only does 120 damage, not a whole lot. But it'll hit for 3 grass, 1 colorless. It's expensive too. But it will poison and paralyze your opponent, which isn't the best in our format, but you know what? If we can get this off really quickly, it will be wonderful. And how we're going to do that is by partnering it up with our other Venusaur with Jungle Totem. This ability alone will help us secure a little bit more easy attacks with Venusaur. Being able to attach a grass energy and theoretically produce 2 is really helpful. This Venusaur will be able to make it so that we only need to drop 2 energies down onto this Crisis Vine and we can start hitting. Now that's much better. And it also helps our basic Venusaur EX with that Poison Powder attack or the Jungle Hammer if necessary. So we've got options here. I think it'll be a kind of cool introduction to this. The other cards in this deck are going to be Oranguru. We need to make sure that we don't ever run out of cards, and N is a very big problem. So we have the Instruct on that, and obviously we have the Tapu Lele. If things go really badly and we need another base attacker, we can use Tapu Lele and we'll be good to go. In terms of the support on the cards, let's see how it goes. So we are running a Field Blower. This way we can kind of remove a few instances of items from our opponent or a particular stadium that may cause us problems. We are running the Heavy Ball. You get to search your deck for a retreat cost of 3 or more, reveal it, put it into your play. I'm running 4 of them because if you happen to notice, all our Venusaurs are pretty heavy. Even our Ivysaur is really heavy. So this makes going for the Pokemon a little easier by having the Heavy Balls. I'm running 3 Rare Candy. You can easily run 4, and this way it'll up your opportunity, but because I'm only running a 3-line, I was like, I'm okay here. I'm running 2 Super Rods, and this is because of the energy count. Unlike in Genesect, where you have the opportunity to max Elixir and get all those energies out pretty quickly, you can't do that with this one. So I'm running Super Rod to have that opportunity to kind of keep the energy in the deck as well. I'm still running 4 Ultra Ball. We cannot run Bridget in this deck because Venusaur is unfortunately an EX Pokemon. So I'm going to be running the Pokemon Fan Club instead. A little slower, but we have that opportunity to try and get at least 2 of the guys down instead of 3. We are obviously still running Guzma. We are running 4N, 4 Sycamore. We have those opportunities there, and of course we are going to be running the Skyla. Now here's another downside to the Mega. I gotta run the Spirit Links. I'm only running 3 and 3 of the Mega Venusaur line. I didn't want to go overboard, and I am running 3 of the Tapu Lele. We have 3 Floatstone. This way we can kind of keep these guys out of the active position. In terms of overall raw power, we probably will not be able to compete with Shining Genesect as we were last time, but I wanted to showcase it in a way that we could at least try it. I'm not trying to say this deck is going to be amazing or anything, but I had an idea, and I wanted to showcase it. Whether it works or not, we're going to see in the matches in a few seconds. But we do have 10 Grass Energy as well. I forgot to mention that. But let me know what you guys think. Will it do well? Will it do eh? But needless to say, what do you think of the concept? Could you make it run better? What would you do instead of me? And otherwise, let's enjoy a few matches, see how wrecked we get in some TCG Online, and have a good day of it. Alright guys, wow, we got it right off the bat. Whew. We're playing against Yuri Zahard, and they're going to be able to call this coin toss, see if we go first or second, and we're going to win this coin toss, so I definitely want to play first. Being that I'm all evolution Pokemon, I desperately want to play first. And with that being said, I know this deck may not be the best deck, but I wanted to try something different. I'm not usually the creative one. I'll usually come up with like a strategy and then kind of look through it online, figure out the best kind of details without doing too much. But I really like Venusaur, and this was something like, you know what? Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go, shall we? But anyway, we are going to start with a Venusaur in this, or sorry, a Bulbasaur in this matchup. I do need to get one of those Mega Venusaurs out ASAP to try and get those things kind of set up. I don't have a problem sacrificing this bad boy. We're going to be playing against Metagross, which is pretty nasty. I'm just going to grab a Venusaur EX here. I want to make sure it's on the table, ready to go. Bam! We're going to drop an energy down here as well. And... I'm actually going to Sycamore. I feel like it's the right play. I need to get more stuff going. Alright, so I got another Venusaur. I got a Floatstone, which is a little bit better. I don't want this Bulbasaur being in the active position at all. So we can kind of switch up here. Next turn, if I need to, I can at least do something. I'm not dropping all 3 Bulbasaurs. There's no way I'm wasting 3 spots on Bulbasaurs. But right now, I'm having a bit of a hard time. I did not draw any Tapu Lele, no Ultra Balls, nothing like that. That's fine. It's all fine. We do see a Steel Energy drop onto that Cosmog. Easily can go for Gust Gathering right now, get a card draw, and then potentially be fine for future, but easily able to set up more stuff now. I assume this is either going to go for a Vulpix, is my assumption. It goes for another Beldum. Okay, so no Vulpix. Not have to worry about that. That's fine by me. Now she does have 2 Stage 2 mons here. We're going to see the Ultra Ball. This is probably going to be for that Tapu Lele. And with this, it should help her get into a much better situation. Because right now, she doesn't have much going for her. Now, if she ends, I'm all down for it. Because right now, my hand is butterscotch. It's actually going to be a Solgaleo. So I would love to get an end off the top deck. To be honest with you. I can drop an energy down. I can Mega Evolve if I have to. But it just Dusk Gathers. We get an Ultra Ball, which is actually really good. I'm going to drop my energy down. Make sure I get that out. Drop these 2. Don't need them. Go for a Tapu Lele. And I want to make sure everything is okay. Because I do want an N. I have any more Mega Venusaurs in here. It is just the one. It is just the one. I got 2 Mega Venusaurs prized. No, I don't. One's discarded, right? Yeah, one's discarded. So I can Super Rod that one later. I need to end because I know she drew the, I know she drew Solgaleo. And it's alright that I have this this Mega Venusaur currently in the back. I can easily put it into play right now. But you know what? I could also just draw it back. Which I did. Kind of. And I'm not going to lose my turn over it. Not that it matters, but I didn't get the Venusaur. But I get Mega Venusaur. I got Mega Venusaur. Can't complain too much. But no rare candy. And sadly, that is going to be my turn. But I am into the Mega Venusaur state. That would have ended my turn regardless. So that good old Spirit Link really doesn't mean much. I could have attached that to the other one. And then been able to set up for when I could get a rescue, or not a rescue stretcher, Super Rod, and got the other one back. But you know what? I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to complain too much. I did get the Mega Venusaur out. He's actually just going to retreat. She is just going to retreat into the Beldum, which is fine. Means an energy drop is not in play anymore. Now, that doesn't mean much considering they can easily go into Metagross, start going into things, get that energy back, yada yada yada. It's going to be wonderful. But I can poison and paralyze this thing. If I can get Venusaur this turn. If I can get Venusaur this turn, that would be great. I could stall him. I could do a whole lot of things. Geotech system. Now you can't attack me. No, you're just gonna go into the Metang. over there. Choice Band. You'll probably Algorithm. That is your best play. I'm hoping for a rare candy. Ooh. N. I got a Skyla for rare candy, so that's beautiful. Field Blower is going to get rid of my float stone, so if you do happen to Guzma me right now, that would be really bad. That would be really bad, but you've already ended me, so you can't do that. And then I can go for the nice Poison Paralysis on your Metagross, and we might be okay here. And I only need the 2 energy drops because the Venusaur will be here. Now you can Guzma, but the energy would be stuck. Guzma is going to be my biggest weakness here. 100% is going to be my biggest weakness. Now if I can pull a rare candy and not have to use the Skyla, I can end. And that's exactly what I want to do. But I desperately need to get Venusaur out now. Come on, top deck rare candy. Float Stone. Not quite what I was hoping for. I might actually need to end. Like, as much as I don't want to do that, I'm gonna play the Venusaur down, or the Ivysaur down. I have the opportunity to rare candy here, but I'm gonna Ultra Ball. We're gonna get rid of the Venusaur EX and the Skyla. We're gonna go for a Tapu Lele, and I'm gonna get an N. It is the best play because I do not want my opponent having all those resources in hand. Let's go for the N. And if I can get a rare candy Venusaur, we should be okay. I got the Venusaur, and I got the rare candy. Beautiful! Just what we were hoping for. Got my opponent's hand back down to normal size. We're going to rare candy up. I'll have 2 Venusaurs going so that they'll have to take out 2 of them. And I can Super Rod. Can I Super Rod now? I've sacked Grass Energy 2, right? Yeah, I've sacrificed 2 Grass Energy. I want to put them back in, and I want to get my Mega Venusaur back. So that'll be what we go for, is the Mega Venusaur and the 2 Grass Energy. I can Super Rod again, though. That's not a big deal. But we can now go for a Crisis Vine. It is going to poison and paralyze this big bad boy, which is great. Keeps this thing in play. And if my opponent does not have a Guzma, I will be able to knock out the Metagross on the following turn. 2 energy, Mega Venusaur. Boys and girls, it's working. I don't know if it'll be a top-notch deck, but you know what? I'm going to make this work. Now again, my opponent easily can Guzma. But the energy that they'll have is going to be on the other one. And then I can Guzma too. So my opponent does go for an Ultra Ball. This will go for a Tapu Lele. Does discard a Sycamore and an N. This will definitely be going for Lele. And then that will be into the Guzma. Most likely. Actually, it's just going to go for a Metagross. It'll evolve. But there's no current energy in play. Other than the 2 that are currently on this Metagross. And with her stalled out, unless again, they Guzma. That is the only option she has. She can Guzma, but those 2 energy will be over there. And I can just keep stalling. You'll have to continue to Guzma. It's a Sycamore. I'm great with that. That means I'll be able to clean up this first Metagross, no problem. Field Blower is just going to get rid of my Float Stone. You're worried about my Float Stone that badly? And we'll see how this goes. But she should be passing at this point. There's not much they can do. Cannot retreat. Cannot Guzma now. I should be able to pick up the first Metagross here, which is not a problem for me. I'm actually gonna be pretty happy about that. I'll set up another possible energy drop here if I can get... It all depends on what I get. We're gonna see a Heavy Ball. My opponent is trying to set up for the following turn. trying is keyword. But I'm excited. We're going to take out at least one Metagross here. Actually goes for Metang, so that they'll be able to evolve it next turn. It all depends on what I draw, though. It all depends on what I draw. Because I cannot draw a supporter naturally. Or, sorry, I cannot Tapu Lele anymore. I got 2 bench spaces down. I could... takes another 10 damage and is unparalyzed. Now this yellow Metagross over here will be able to come in. I'm going to drop this grass energy down here. And we're just going to go for a knockout. I want to have that Venusaur in my hand in case I do need to Ultra Ball. In case she does get a knockout or something. Mega Venusaur is going to claim the life of this Metagross. We're going to claim a Grass Energy and a Spirit Link. That's very good. Glad I kept that Venusaur around. Now I can go for my second Mega Venusaur. In case anything goes wrong with the first one, I'm in a good position. I'm really in a good position right now. We are going to see the Metang in the back. That Solgaleo still has not seen too much play. And they've already used their GX attack for the game, so I don't have to worry about that good old Soul Burst. We are going to see an Ultra Ball, probably for a Metang. Sorry, for a Metagross, I apologize. Now this game could turn ugly very quickly, especially if my opponent does get Guzmas. Like I said, that is the big ticket here, is the Guzma. My opponent does not seem to be playing any Tapu Lele, though. Has the Necrozma, but cannot attack me. Cannot attack me because they've only got one. There's the Guzma. In comes Tapu Lele. And we're going to see Cosmog. That's fine. That's fine. We get a Heavy Ball. Well, I don't have to use the Ultra Ball for that anymore. We're going to drop this down. Now, I see the play here. We are going to go for our other Mega. How much do you hit for? 250? No, 150. It's just 150. I have enough HP to survive that. Okay, so we have our second Mega Venusaur online. Do I stop this Cosmog line in its track? I can Super Rod the energy back in later. Kind of. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take out this Cosmog. Hold on. I can attack. But I really need to get... if I do that, it's just going to keep the Cosmog around longer. I'm going to go into the full art one, because it's prettier. And, I'm just going to go for a Crisis Vine. I want to be able to put this Mega Venusaur back into the deck if I need to with the Super Rod. But we got 2 going. 2 fully loaded Venusaurs. We got an N, which is fine. It means I got a supporter. We got the Metang coming up. Now my opponent will be able to get 2 Metagross going if... Yeah, there it is. 3rd Metagross. So as long as they've got an energy in hand, they can grab 2. But I don't think she's got much going for her. I think she's out of energy. She can only get 2. And I can... That's the game! Booyah! Mega Venusaur has it. I've got 2 Venusaurs set up. Naturally speaking, I wouldn't normally do it if they forfeit. But at this point, Metagross couldn't do anything. Because the one that she has installed, like I could just Poison Paralyze it. She would need a Guzma to get back out. Next up, I'd be able to knock it out for free. And even if she did knock one of my Venusaurs out, I had another one set up in the back. So needless to say, I think Venusaur actually earned itself the right to a first good game. Now, of course, its damage output is only 360 due to the not full game. But personally, I think that was a great game. We got 2 Mega Venusaurs out. We had theoretically 2 Venusaurs out because I had one in my hand. We were able to rotate around nicely. If I needed to, my Tapu Lele could have come in, still done some damage as well. We had options. We had a nice, steady deck. But the question is are we able to do this consistently, or are we going to brick? Game number 2 is on its way to determine that. Game number 2 with Venusaur is here against Map, playing water. Oh, it's Volcanion, so we're going to be in trouble. It is going to be a very hard game here. We are weak to them, which makes this very, very difficult. And they can hit us a lot. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to get anything, so my opponent will be able to claim a mulligan as well turn 1, which is really bad. Which is really, really bad, because I don't like my opponent getting an additional card here. But if I get end turn 1, it's not going to be that bad, and I can't bridge it anyway. I'm definitely going to want to end. This is the worst possible hand I've ever seen. Double Lele. Double Lele. But, like I said, Lele is not the worst card in this deck. It's not like I'm going to be completely drowned out because of this. I could easily get Venusaur going and just set up this Tapu Lele and just go for massive damage. It all depends on... now, if my opponent has Baby Volk, we might be in trouble. But if they start off with something else, I don't know. But they did mulligan. They get another base down, which is fine. Another base down, which is not fine. That tells me that they've got a lot of stuff going for them, which is not great for me. We are going to see that he's got the Tauros, he's got Turtonator, and he's got... okay, so there's no Volk in this whatsoever. There's 3 very different Mons. I'm going to drop an energy down here. I'm going to Tapu Lele for an N. I'm going to play this Floatstone as well. But I'm going to play it on the back one. Just in case. Just in case. But this way I don't draw it. I know I'm going to be drawing other things. Like my Bulbasaur and my Venusaur EX. Which is absolutely wonderful. I've got the rare candy line and all that kind of stuff in the back. I'm just going to drop this Spirit Link down. And you know what? In all things considered, not a bad turn 1. Tapu Lele can handle this too. I don't have to focus all my attention on these two. Tapu Lele can hit these things pretty hard. Is it based on... to both active Pokemon? Okay, yeah. So, 4, that's 8, 9... If I can pull a Venusaur right now, that would be great, because then I could just rare candy, and then drop the energy down onto Tapu Lele and kind of knock out this Ho-Oh. That's my objective here. Because if they key away, they're going to lose their turn. If they key away, they're going to lose their turn. They actually just end, which is fine by me. My hand was really bad. This means I have like a turn or two to kind of set up some mons, do what I need to do. I got Heavy Ball, got Grass Energy. I can get my Mega Venusaur going. Kind of paralyze and stall out my opponent in whatever way I want. Take out the threat. Baby Volk can come in now and do some little damage. Not a lot, but a little damage. And I can see what he wants to do as in his main attacker. Now, I can't Poison Paralyze right now. That's not going to happen. Yeah, I get another another Venusaur EX. Let's drop the energy down on... I might want to... Sycamore. Because if I get rid of this Venusaur... like, that's the thing. I'm going to probably go for the Bulbasaur drop. I'm going to drop this up here. That's 20, 40, 60, 80, 1. So 100 damage. Not enough. But I can sponge it a little bit. Let's put that down. Let's drop my Bulbasaur. Let's go for a Heavy Ball. Let's get Ivysaur. So this way, in case I do have to pull just Venusaur on the next turn, I can at least still evolve into it. But I will Sycamore here. Get Rare Candy. I get a Venusaur, which is absolutely... oh, I can't evolve. I cannot evolve. Whoops. I should have waited. It's alright. It's alright. I made a misplay. It's not the end of the world. I just need energy now for the next turn. I will... Oh, I can't hit either. I'm gonna have to let him hit. I'm gonna have to let him take a turn. But we're getting set up. I'm a little slower this time than I want to be. But I've got Mega Venusaur up with 1 energy. I just need another energy onto it, and I'm good to go. Spirit Link and Floatstone are gone. I'm not worried. Honestly, I'm not worried if they do that. Because they're just getting rid of 2 of the items. Yeah, they just got my Floatstone. That's not the end of the world to me. To me, if you waste your Field Blower on one of my Floatstones, it's not a big deal. It's before I Mega Evolve and getting rid of Spirit Link. That's what it matters most. Because Tapu Lele's got such a nice retreat cost, it's not a big deal anyway. Now, if you go into a Floatstone while I'm on Venusaur, that's a little different. But he does Sycamore. It does get rid of a Lily. No Keyways, which is really nice. Really nice to see no Keyways. And no Fire Energy yet either. He didn't max Elixir? I'm a little lost. Maybe made a misplay without noticing. Here's the max Elixir. Or maybe he did and he just didn't land it. It's a possibility. This one looks like it landed, though. This one looks like it landed. He's just deciding which of the 4 big mons to hit. I really want to be afraid of the Tauros, because the way my deck works is I really need to focus on these guys. Finding Fairy Belt onto that Turtonator, so he's really focusing on Turtonator. Floatstone on Tauros. Another Tapu Lele will help him get a supporter, but I would have waited a turn on that one, because he can't play a supporter right now anyway. Now, what I'm going to end up doing is using a Rare Candy Venusaur instead of just dropping the Venusaur into this Ivysaur. This way, in case I do get a Venusaur later on, I'll be able to just drop it, no problem. And I'm going to probably end instead of Sycamoring at this turn, just because I can disrupt him a little bit. I'm going to help him out a bit, but there really isn't much I need. Like, I need a Grass Energy, and that's it. I just need a Grass Energy, and then maybe a Guzma. I can't get all that right now. There's no way. So I'm going to take another 20. No energy being drawn up. It's actually been going quite nicely. We're going to get a Spirit Link. We're going to Rare Candy and Venusaur. So that's fine. And we can just end. Now I need 2 cards. I didn't get any energy. No energy! None! None at all! That's not good. That is not good. And we have not sacrificed any. So out of the 10 possible answers, we've only got 2. Only got 2 energy. Alright. I'm going to put this onto you. No, especially now that I know one of his Floatstones is gone. I can kind of just tie up this game here. Energy Drive will hit for 40. 60, I apologize. Because mine counts as 2 energy. And we're now taking the damage escalation a little higher. But unfortunately, I will have to probably sacrifice these 3 Mons and the Skyla, because I need energy bad. I need energy badly. And I want to stall whatever he's trying to set up over here. Alright, so Tauros is coming in. Does he have the double colorless? May not. And even if I pull Guzma, it's not a big deal right now. Turtonator now has 2. And is going to Keyway. That's not good. That is not good. So he's going to try and set up this Ho in the back. That's 2, 4, 6, 8. Rare Candy is not what I want. There's Grass. Second Mega Venusaur down. Actually, this is the only time I can really think of getting rid of this Tauros. This is the only time I think I can get rid of Tauros. We're going to retreat into Venusaur. Now, they can hit me really hard and really badly. But if I can stall a little bit, I'm fine with that. So that's 120, poison paralyzed, does need a Guzma in order to get him out. It stalls me a turn, which is really nice. Does stall me a turn, which is really nice. And I really want to hit that Ho-Oh. I really want to get rid of that Ho-Oh before it can kind of come in, do its thing. This thing may have a float stone on it, but it's not going to do anything to me now. And you need to set up 2 energies on it. It does not look like you're playing double colorless, so I'm not threatened by it. So even if it does go to the back, I'm not threatened by it. You're going to go for another Keyway! There's not going to be energy left in your deck. That's insane. I don't know how I'm going to handle this. I need a Guzma, and I've already sacked one. And I'm not drawing any energy, which is really bad. We're going to go with the Venusaur line here. I'm going to play it. My one jungle totem is still in effect. Like, it's not the end of the world. I still have that. But I want to end really badly. Because I need energy. I need to keep up with costs. Now I have a Tapu Lele in case he does want to do something. I can bring in the next one. No problem. It's fine. I'll get a knockout here. I'll be in a head position. He'll knock out my Tauros, no problem. Or sorry, he'll knock out my Venusaur, unfortunately, no problem. But if I can pull a Grass Energy from here, Guzma, Grass Energy! Look at the turn of events for that one. All right, so up comes Ho. Ho is the biggest threat here. I need a Super Rod now to get that Venusaur line back in. Have I used both? I haven't used either. We are going to see another Max Elixir. I'm pretty sure you don't have much left in there. You got 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 energy on. You actually do run double colorless energy. That's insane. That's literally insane. Phoenix Burn is going to knock me out. Now I can bring in my Venusaur, no problem. Now if he has a Guzma, I will lose it. I will lose the matchup here. At this point, it'll be the turning point. If I use my Skyla? Yes, Skyla's gone. Okay. Can't do that. I want to kind of have it set up so that I can bring in a Tapu Lele for next turn. We go for a Crisis Vine. Poison, Paralyzed. Now, again, I am playing against something very weak. Like, I would not have naturally just died to Hope unless it was for the weakness. So that is how it is. Now he does need a Guzma. If he has it, it's going to be GG. Like, there's nothing I can do. He can just go into the Volcanion, switch back into Ho, and clean up. Actually goes for an Acerola. Nice play on my opponent's part. Very nice play. We'll easily be able to go into Turtonator here. Hit me for 320, and I will be losing this game. But again, I'm playing against a fantastic fire deck who's using all the stops. I've been doing work, and I'm not having a terrible... Like, I'm just got unlucky he played 2 Keyways. He has another energy drop onto this Turtonator. Does go for the Brave Flame. Will hit me for 340 due to the Fighting Fairy Belt. Does have to sack 2 energies. Not the end of the world. I'm going to go into Venusaur. I'm going to try and go for that Tapu Lele right there. Right there. So we're going to go like this, drop that down here. Now, I'm pretty much at this point guaranteed to lose. I'm almost guaranteed to lose this. I think. I may not have. But we're going to Guzma in this Tapu Lele. Bring in our Tapu Lele. And I can Super Rod. Get a Venusaur line back in. And I need energy back in. So let's do that. I can N. Can I? No, I've Guzma'd already. I have Guzma'd already. This energy drive will hit for 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. I am 10 shy. I'm 10 shy. I am 10 shy of knocking out this Tapu Lele. Oh, we're close, guys. You know what? We put pressure on. We did what we had to do. Drops the energy, so they can drop my Tapu Lele down to 1. Just like me, they'll be able to hit me. No problem. And unfortunately knock me out. The Guzma's going to just come in, brings in my damaged Tapu Lele, and this will be able to knock me out as well. Doesn't even need to worry about it. Turtonator coming in with the knockouts. And that is going to be the game. Unfortunately, we did not pick up a second win, but I don't feel like we played a very bad game there either. We actually were able to showcase the Venusaur is able to come out every time. The Venusaur, both Venusaurs working really, really well together. I couldn't utilize my Tapu Lele the way I wanted it to. Maybe it was my wrong focus. Maybe because of that, I shouldn't have been focusing so much on the Mega Venusaur, and I should have been focusing more on the Tapu Leles, especially because my opponent was playing Kiwi. But with that being said, he could have easily just picked them off with Guzmas and whatnot, because that was my weakness there anyway. Able to Guzma, do all those kind of things. It was a great game. In all my opinion, it was a great game. Mega Venusaur did exactly what he needed to do. Let me know your comments and suggestions on what you guys would have done if you were running this deck. I personally had a lot of fun with it, and maybe with the odd tweak or two from you guys, I'll keep this one going if we continue doing our streams. But fair notice, all streams from this point on will be on Twitch. I'm trying to grow a following over there, and I've actually been enjoying it. We've been doing tons of stuff like Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle, Digimon Digimon Links. We're going to be trying to get the Animal Crossing Pocket Camp on there. We got tons of stuff coming over to Twitch as well that is not just Pokemon related. So if you guys are interested, come on over. Twitch link will always be in the description. So is my VidMe. If you guys are interested in VidMe, can't upload TCGO content because too long right now. But if you guys are interested in anything over there, hit me up. VidMe is also in the description below. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are brand new here, please hit that subscribe button. It means the world to me that you guys come out and watch the videos on the regular. But I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. And time out.